Hey guys, it's Carnivore Kip. I have my lab results right here from being on the carnivore diet. And my last lab work was in May of 2023, so it's been a little over a year since I've got my lab work done. And I was carnivore then, and as a carnivore now, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little, no, I wasn't a little nervous. I was super nervous getting this lab work done. And mainly because, I'll be honest, even in my personal life, I've had people that have been skeptical about me being on carnivore, and they always talk about how there's no long-term results or anything like that. There's no long-term proof as far as lab work goes. And so I got my lab work done, but guys, I was extremely nervous. And I'm going to let you guys know right now, there were some really great things about my lab work, but also there was a little bit of bad news as well. And I will get into some of the good news first and then let you guys know the not so good results. Also, at the end of this video, I have an announcement that I want to make with you guys. And so stay tuned to the end of the video and check out that announcement that I have. So let's start with some good news. The good news is I'm still not a diabetic. Believe it or not, carnivore has reversed type 2 diabetes for me. Even last year when I got my lab work done, my A1C had went down to 5.6, which was barely in the normal range. And so now it's 5.3. So it's dropped 3 more points, I guess, or however you want to word it. So it's went from 5.6 to 5.3. So I'm even farther in the normal range. And this is something that I'm super excited about. And it's because I'm eating meat, fueling my body in that way. And so that is a really good result for me. Some of y'all that have watched my channel in the past may know that I struggled before having low testosterone levels. The last time I got my testosterone checked, it was 311, which was in the low range. It wasn't like critically low, but it was low. And that was May of last year. This year, it has went up 83 points. So it is now 394, and that puts me in the normal range. So yes, even though I got a little bit older over a year's time, my testosterone levels is in the normal range now. And that's without taking any testosterone medication. And the same with the A1C. I don't take anything to regulate my blood sugar or anything like that. I just don't eat sugar. And by doing those things, my A1C went down and my testosterone went up. And I'm super thankful for that. So I've had many doctors tell me, from being part of a Native American tribe, a lot of Native people, for some reason, they have low vitamin D levels. And I'm one of those people. And my vitamin D level last year was 28.7. This year, it actually went up a little bit, which I'm grateful for. I'd still like it to get up above 40, but it went from 28.7 to 31.8, so it went up 3.1 points. And I could have been taking vitamin D3 because initially I took vitamin D3 with K2, but I got lazy and didn't want to spend the money to buy the stuff, so I haven't been taking anything for vitamin D. But my vitamin D levels, maybe from being outside and just eating right and things like that, my vitamin D levels have went up, and I'm super grateful for that. But I'd like to keep working towards getting them numbers up even higher. The doctor also checked my triglycerides, and my triglycerides are in the normal range as well. They're 127, and I believe I can't remember, but I think they start getting high after 150 or something like that, but they're in the normal range. Now, I'm going to share some not so good news with you guys, because I believe in transparency on this channel, and so I'm going to just tell y'all how it is. Alright, so everybody freaks out about cholesterol. I know that. And I'm not super worried about my LDL cholesterol. I will say, first off, my cholesterol, my total cholesterol went down. It went down from 243 to 198. And I know a lot of people's cholesterol might go up. It actually went down 45 points. But the only thing that I'm a little concerned with, and I want to try to get up, is although my LDL, I guess, went down, my total cholesterol went down, my HDL is still lower than I would like it to be. My HDL is 36, and I reached out to a friend that has been a nurse for years, and they told me, it would be good to get it up a little bit more. I'd like to try to get it up to over 40 or even 50 or something like that, maybe higher at some point. But right now I'm doing what I know to do. But I know that losing more weight, because, my last weigh-in with you guys, I was down to 402 pounds. And so I still have a ways to go. I'm just imagining what those numbers will look like whenever I'm 300 pounds instead of 400 pounds. I bet you these numbers will get even better. And my HDL will probably go up as I lose weight and continue eating, meat and stuff like that. But the last thing that is a concern is my blood pressure is still high. And I think that's similar to the HDL being low. Is I still weigh a lot. I still have a lot of weight to lose, a lot of fat, and my body's having to work harder than, a normal sized person to get my blood everywhere that it needs to go. I would assume that my weight is one of the main reasons that my blood pressure's up. I know that people talk about some genetics and things like that. I think the the bottom number, I forget what they're called, but the bottom number runs usually in the 80s. Like, I think it was 82 this last time. And it has ran like 90 something before, but it normally runs in the 80s. And then the top number, when I'm at a doctor, it's always higher. It's always like 160, or I've seen it be 170 at the doctor. But right now it's probably 150 or something like that. So I know that that's too high. And so I want to get the rest of this weight off, guys, so that I can get these numbers in the normal range, because I'm trying to do the research, and I'm definitely doing the really watching what I'm eating and lifting weights. I did have to discuss with the doctor at the appointment that I had pulled a muscle the other day in the midsection of my back on the left hand side, and so I haven't been lifting the past, 4 or 5 days, because it's been hurting every single day. And it's actually feeling a little bit better today, but it's been rough. And I think it's just me getting used to learning to lift in different positions or whatever, and I might have moved a certain way wrong while trying to exercise. But that did happen. I will say that my main doctor was out this time. They were actually in a bad car wreck a while back, so they're out for a while. So I had my fill-in doctor this time, and something kind of irked me while I was there. I get the way doctors are trained or whatever, but whenever I was talking to them about my um, reversing type 2 diabetes, they did not like that verbiage. They did not like me saying that I reversed type 2 diabetes without medication. Because in their eyes, once you've ever been a diabetic, you're a diabetic for the rest of your life. You're maintaining it. And I was like, so basically what you're saying is it used to cause damage in my body, but now it doesn't cause any damage at all. But we can't call it not diabetes. And he's like, yeah, I mean, the damage that it was causing, it's not causing it anymore. And I was like, well, that's good enough for me. Like if it used to hurt me, now it doesn't hurt me at all. But you still want to call it diabetes in remission. Buddy, you call it whatever you want to, but I'm calling it type 2 diabetes got reversed. If I'm not having a single symptom that a diabetic has, you can call it whatever you want. I'm going to call it that not eating sugar works. And my A1C got even better. From 6.6 to 5.6 to 5.3. It's amazing. Yes, I want to get that blood pressure lower. I'm still a fat boy, okay? I still got some flubber. That I'm trying to work it off. I didn't gain it overnight, and I ain't going to lose it overnight, but I am committed. I can promise you that I'm committed. But I didn't, I have to get the blood pressure down. I want to try to get that HDL level up. I was watching a Dr. Berry video last night about HDL, and I was like, man, it sounds like I'm doing most of the things right. If some of y'all have any other tips to get your HDL levels up, put them in the comments and let me know, because I would definitely like to get the HDL up. And what do you guys think about my lab work? What do y'all think about my, different levels that I discussed in this video today? And do y'all think that blood pressure is going to get way down when I drop another 100 pounds? Because I'm gonna. I can promise y'all I'm gonna. I'm gonna lose that weight. Watch. I'm gonna prove everybody wrong that doesn't believe in me. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Because I know what it feels like to be 500 pounds. And it freaking sucks. It sucks. I don't ever want to go through that again. Watch what happens. I'm super excited. I'm super motivated. Man, we're right there at the 300 club. We're so close, guys. So I'm going to push to get there, and that's just the beginning. Now, I told y'all that I had an announcement. I found out yesterday that, let me go back. So, for all of my childhood, I always wanted to hunt, but I never got to hardly. Now, sometimes when I was a kid, we used to go hunt illegally, if you know what I mean. But we couldn't. My parents, they couldn't afford to join a hunting club or anything like that. I mean, it was out of the question. We didn't grow up with a lot of money or anything like that. I mean, money was for food and gas and stuff. And so I didn't really get to hunt, where I seen other people, even relatives and friends, that got to go hunting. And so this year, one of my subscribers, they literally bought me so much hunting stuff to where it would make it more affordable for me to save the money to join a hunting club. And so I've been, buying different hunting gear. I bought some myself. They bought some. I got me a hunting rifle this year, like in the spring, I think it was. And so I am super excited, but I got the call yesterday and I paid my dues and I joined a hunting club. And what's special about it is it's my Native American tribe, the Porch Creek Indians. It's their hunting club. And they have a ton of land. I think they got like 40,000 acres. It's either 35,000 or 45,000 acres, which is a ton of land. I'm not going to be able to cover all that land. Like, nobody can cover all that land. But they've got tons of native land here that I get to hunt. And so I paid my dues yesterday. I'll have to do some work days and all that stuff, and then get to hunt this hunting season. So I'm excited about that, because as a carnivore, what better can you do than, I know everybody talks about get grass fed and all that stuff, and a lot of times I just buy grain-fed stuff at the grocery store because it's cheaper. We know it's cheaper. And honestly, most time it tastes better. But I love the taste of deer meat. And so I'm going to do my best to bring home some meat to my freezer and stock my freezer for my family. And they also have some little places to fish on the hunting club. So I want to do some fishing. All that different stuff. I'm super excited. And I hope you guys are excited with me, because this is the start of a new life for me. Being able to get outdoors and move around and hunt and go fishing, which I've fished plenty times in the past, but to have access to new places to go fishing and all that stuff, I'm really excited, guys. And for all of y'all, like, somebody sent me a buy me a coffee the other day. Thank you so much for doing that. That money really, really helped. And for those of y'all that go on my wish list and buy stuff that I put in my description, thank you so much. For those of y'all that pray for me, you guys rock. I love all of y'all. And I'll see y'all soon with another update. And I'm trying to get with my wife still to do a interview with me at some point. She's got some questions for me, so hopefully we can get that together real soon. If you want to see that, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the like button, and leave a comment and let me know what y'all think. I love you guys, and I'll see y'all soon. God bless.